Hi, welcome to The Edge presented by the Bluntness. I am your host today, Juliana Whitney, founder of Cann Strategy. And today I'm joined by Angela Mustone, who is founder, innovator, and skilled businesswoman with over 15 years of experience in product development, business implementation, and international sales management in the adult space. Her company does things like personal lubricants that have to do with hemp, with cannabis, and all these other kind of personal care, couple, adult wellness care products. I'm excited to speak with her today. I'm so happy to have you here today, Angela.
Thank you for having me. I love your show. Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you. I am excited to hear about your current business. First, I'd love to hear a little bit though about your background that led you here.
So I actually came from the beauty space. I used to work for a cosmetic company and then a skincare company. I'm actually an esthetician by trade
Okay.
years ago. I was working for a skincare company. And one thing led to another. I got approached by a toy company for adults,
Okay.
California Exotic Novelties, based in California, and they're the largest toy manufacturer in the world, and it's run by a woman named Susan Colvin. So she hired me to take care of her international sales because I speak three languages. I speak French, Italian, and I'm working on the English. So so I did the international sales. I took care of the China market, Russia, Europe, the UK, and South Africa. And in 2000, I left in 2018 and I started my company. I started High on Love.
Okay. And High on Love tell us a little bit about it. I see you make multiple products that a lot of them, so like lubricants, gels, bath oils, massage oils, that kind of stuff.
Yes. So High on Love is actually a wellness company. It's an actual a wellness brand is how I say it
Okay.
when I do my trade shows. And we have it's everything inside our products has cannabis depending on where you are in the world. So I manufacture there's three levels of my brand. I have hemp seed oil, I have CBD, and I also have THC. I do produce flower and pre-rolls in certain states in the US. It all depends on where you are in the world. Of course, I'd love to have everything THC, but unfortunately, that is not going to happen right now.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's just, you know what, and I always liked the hemp seed oil. I love that version of my brand because it allows me to take the brand into places that, gives them a little bit of a feel for the cannabis space and cannabis wellness and the
Wow.
benefits of what cannabis could do. So, and it has allowed me to get into marketplaces like Europe, the UK. I got into Australia. So I'm proud of my brand and so far what we have accomplished in different marketplaces that we're in. So
Oh, great. That's awesome. So you're really
yeah,
international right now.
yes.
What led you to bridge the gap between you're in adult toys and like adult industry, but what led you to say, I want to add cannabis to this?
So so I'm Canadian and I'm in Canada right now. And in 2018, Canada federally legalized cannabis. So of course everybody was like, "Oh my God, I have to get into the cannabis space. I have to get into cannabis space, all that stuff." So but for me, I was like, let's see what this cannabis, you know, product does for topicals. I know, of course, smoking it and all
Sure.
that good stuff, but for topicals, I was like, let's try it out. So I took some of my products that I had that I manufacture for another brand, and what I did was I added cannabis to them, and I
Okay.
tried them out. I was like, oh my God, I love them. I was like, I love these products.
Yeah.
So I was like, so let me, let's explore it. So I saw it was out there in the marketplace. I was like, well, I want to create a brand that is luxurious, is beautiful, and takes the stigma away from cannabis. A
Right.
brand that takes the stigma away from sex and almost takes it into mainstream.
Yeah.
Because you see a lot of brands out there that it's like, like they personally didn't talk to me as a
Right.
consumer. I was like, oh, let me create something that is beautiful, luxurious, that, when I see it in a store, I want to, pick it up, put it in my basket and buy it. So that's really in a nutshell how and why I created High on Love.
Okay. And then I want to know a little bit about what it was that you loved when you tried the first iteration of the products you made.
Is your show, it is 18 plus?
It is meant to be 18 plus. Yeah, I believe, yes.
That's why. So basically, I was my orgasm gel that I put THC inside.
Okay.
So that's what it did. I was like, oh my God, I took my orgasm to the next level. And I was like, oh my God, I want to
Make
bring
this
this product to market. I
Yeah.
want to like share the wealth to all my women friends and all my,
Yeah.
my clients. So that's what really like blew me away. And of course, sometimes I'm like thinking, okay, is it me only? So then of
Right.
course and of course, like, you're just in any, like brand, you start small and you're like, okay, you give a couple of samples to your friends.
Right.
And I'm like, try this. Let me know what you think, And
Yeah.
of course, the next day, Mary, what did you think? What did you think? You're calling, like, all your friends that you gave samples to. And I'm like, and of course, one of them, she goes, I didn't use it yet. I think, oh, Jesus Christ, can you take one for the team?
You're like, please try it. I need some feedback
Yes.
here.
So, anyways, it was really, the response was great. And, that's the product that really kind of, closed the deal for me, if you wish. So,
Okay. And that's how you went into that.
that's
And
how I went into this. Yes.
and so are your products mainly for women, or are they for couples, or?
I've all the studies that my products are for couples. My products are really with the woman focus in mind.
Okay.
There's a lot of products I tried on men, and the reaction with men and their, like, equipment
Yeah.
wasn't the same effects as for women. And I
Okay.
always say cannabis is really a women's plant. It's really a women's flower,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of so that's why in terms of like I really want to bring the brand has been about like women's, like pleasure, women's empowerment, so that's really been the focus of my brand. So it's been for, couples, for women, enhancing their experience and enhancing their relationship. And yes, but there's still a lot of studies. Still, I have a lot of people still asking me for men and enhancing their libido. And I just, again, and it's just a matter of like, sometimes you can't, like, you have to have certain things, but the cannabis part aspect, there's a lot of great things, but in terms of a topical for that part, it's really, I always say to men, like, you could use our massage oil has great anti-inflammatory properties, that sort of thing. So there's still a lot of ways that men can enjoy the brand. So
Okay. Awesome. What's your favorite product? What's the best selling product you have in the High on Love brand?
my best selling product is a stimulating oil. It's been on Allure magazine 5 times.
Okay.
It's won so many awards. That product is my number one bestseller. My favorite personal product is I have two. I have my O gel and I have my lip gloss.
Oh, lip
So
gloss.
those are my lip gloss. My lip gloss is actually made for fellatio.
Ah, okay, okay.
So it's
Interesting.
a
Yeah.
pleasure lip gloss, but it also could be used to basically plump up your lips and make your lips shine.
Mhm.
My lip gloss is a perfect tool for a nice date night. It's a must have for your women, your little purse, your night's purse. So that's, one of my favorite products.
Okay, I dig that. That's cool. How have you navigated, in at least in the U.S., with your THC products? Have you gotten into dispensaries, or what does that look like, kind of being a woman in?
So we're currently in the state of Colorado.
Okay.
So we're in dispensaries. We're in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
We're in Oregon, and I'm working on California right now.
Oh, cool. Are you in Canada?
Yes. Canada, no, I won't do THC products, believe it or not.
Okay.
And the reason why is because even though we federally legalized cannabis, I hate to say it, but Canada is one of the toughest markets for cannabis right now.
Yeah.
It's so saturated, and the laws unfortunately don't allow me, if I have THC products, the laws in Canada don't allow me to sell my hemp seed products
Oh, you can't.
because no, because they're sexy and they're really marketable for. They don't want me to market the brand in a sexy way to young people, is what it is.
Oh, okay.
So all the cannabis products here are all. It's almost like a pharma type of product with no like branding, no like labels, no like the colors have to be black and white type of thing. Yeah, so
Nothing
boring.
fun.
Oh my God, it's so boring. And of course, when I was looking at all the laws and regs, and I was like, oh my God, who the hell do want to do THC products in this space?
Yeah.
Because of course it sounds sexy, right? And you think, oh my God, we federally legalized cannabis. How great, how wonderful.
Yeah.
But of course, like anything, when you read the fine print on something, I was like, no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that makes sense. That definitely.
I already started like getting sales going for with my hemp seed stuff in Canada. And then when they were telling me, when I signed a deal with a licensed producer, and they were telling me that I have to stop selling my hemp seed stuff, I already established sales and established clients. And I
Right.
was like, I have to give all those up. There's no way.
Yeah.
And here I'm on the shopping channel. I have, like I'm in like a lot of, in terms of mainstream places, and I didn't want to give that side of the business up. So I said no.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Is there anyone who inspires you? Is it your customer that inspires you? Do you have like a role model? Do you have I don't know, goddess? Anyone who kind of inspires your business?
Well, a lot of people inspire me. A lot of women inspire me, especially the women that come up to me and tell me their personal stories on how the products, whether it was helping them in the bedroom, it was helping the relationship, but it was also kind of understanding their pleasure and getting them out there and getting them out of their comfort zone and talking about it, and also creating a safe space for the conversation.
Yeah.
There's nothing more rewarding when you're in a group of like-minded individuals and they just tell you, all of a sudden they just open up.
Yeah.
And they were so, like they would become so like, oh my God, I don't know this person. But then all of a sudden it's like you become the best of friends.
Yeah.
And you have this whole like, in terms of like kinship. And it is self-rewarding, and it is very inspiring. And I'm very proud of that. And it's nice to hear that, so because, we've come a long ways, and we still, as women, individuals, we still have to go a longer way, right? I mean, Jesus, you hear so many like stories, even right now with Roe versus Wade, and I hate to bring that up, but it's like it just pains me, right? And it's just no, it's
we're still developing with our comfortability and our freedoms and all of that.
It's exactly it, and we're just still developing, and it's like no, it's like we're in 2023 now. It's like, no, I thought we've advanced and we didn't. And it's like, no. And it's just like, and it pains me. And I want to, of course, let's take it, let's advance, but there's still a long ways to go. But it is, listen, one day at a time, right? I mean, I always say Rome wasn't built in a day. And we still have, we have a long ways to go, but it's comforting. And I'm very proud of the women that came to me and tell me their story, and that's beautiful.
Do you have a favorite story that you've been told?
Uh, I have a few favorite stories that I've been told. I've I have the best story that I've is when I've had women that it's like one like I mean she wrote this on Instagram
Okay.
is when she said to me that she wrote it. She sent me an email. She wrote it on Instagram because I was, and sometimes I don't ask like they just she just took it upon herself and she goes your product like gave me my like allowed me to achieve my first orgasm
Wow,
and
that's
I would
good.
I didn't know what to say. Of course, I mean, so I was like,
You're
oh.
welcome.
Yeah, what do you say, right? I'm like,
I'm
great.
honored.
I'm honored. I'm flattered. I was like, oh, wow, really? And she went on. And after of course, I sent her a case full of products, right? I mean,
You're like, you go, girl. Keep it
yeah.
up. Keep
So,
it up.
yeah, so I listen, I get a lot of, like feedback like that, but it's really nice because it just came from the heart. And she was so thankful.
Right.
And, yeah, she said she tried everything. She has two kids. And that, yeah, so it was really, yeah, it was warming. So,
It's life changing for her.
yeah, yes.
Yes. Is there a difference kind of in the feeling between the hemp-based products and the THC?
So, okay, so okay, my hemp seed version of, let's say, my stimulating oil
Hmm.
is enhances the sensation of your orgasm.
Okay.
The THC version is, I call it the gift that keeps on giving. So you keep on orgasming, is what it does.
Okay. Interesting.
So, so that's the difference of, yes, of the two
The two.
versions.
And then
Yes.
do you like get high, basically? Are you high from
No,
it?
no, it doesn't. No, you don't get high. It doesn't. And yes, you could pass your drug test if you do get screened at work or whatever it is. We get a lot of emails regarding that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Interesting. That's really
yes,
interesting, actually.
because
You're
it doesn't enter your bloodstream.
right. So
That's
you're
what it
just,
is.
it's really just a topical situation.
Exactly, exactly,
Okay. That makes
exactly. So.
sense. Do you feel like there's anything I haven't asked that we should know about you, about the company? Like, what are the next steps for High on Love? Like, where can we find you? What's coming up?
I'm working on a couple of big box retailers in the US. So I'm working on Sephora, and
Okay.
I opened up a warehouse in France.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so I'm really expanding like the
Yeah.
overseas market, and
Okay.
I'm actually yeah, so that's exciting. I'm actually I know this is going to sound a little crazy, but I'm actually working on getting all my registration for the Middle East market.
Oh, interesting. For the hemp.
For the hemp, because if there's any place in the world that women really need to scream and shout out loud is the Middle East.
Right.
I, yes. So I'm
Yep.
actually working on that. I've had a lot of um, companies approach me for the Middle Eastern market, and specifically in Dubai and Saudi Arabia and
Mm.
and Qatar. I
Wow.
was like,
Amazing.
I said the same thing. I was like, wow. I go, with my product, like it's wellness. I have wellness products, but I also have intimacy products. And the products that they're mostly interested in are the intimacy products.
Interesting. Trying to
Yes.
increase that. Maybe for the couples.
I
I'm
I
trying to
was
figure it out.
like, oh,
Yeah.
and but then of course, like and then they're like, well, no, it doesn't. It's all about the woman, and it's all about like taking care of the woman. And I said, oh, great. I was like, well, we're gonna work well together. I mean, of course, you know what? It's something that I've never explored. I've never been there. So you hear all these stories, but until you experience it yourself, you have your own perspective. So
Right. Are you gonna go?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Oh my God. As soon as I get on my registration, I'll be on the first flight to Dubai. Absolutely.
for sure.
Yes.
That's so
Yes.
cool.
So we're very excited, and it's Valentine's
Oh yeah.
week. So it's our biggest holiday of the year.
Okay.
So this has been a really busy time for us. And yeah, it's been really it's because it's like our Christmas. So
Right.
it's a day for loving yourself and a day for lovers. So
Right. That makes sense. Are you in adult stores?
yes, we're in adult stores and we're in beauty stores, we're in dispensaries. So I kind of try to also hit the different markets. Right now, unfortunately, you look at the state of Colorado, it's like flower is just taking a dip in terms of sales.
Hmm.
The price of flour has gone down. I mean, you have companies like Curaleaf that just closed in
Yeah,
California, and,
they left.
so they left, right? So you're looking at like what's happening in the marketplace, and I try to protect myself by being also in the sexual wellness space and in the beauty space.
Yeah, you're balancing
So exactly. So when one does it, it's like, okay, let's look at the sexual wellness space, because
that.
the sexual wellness space has always been a marketplace that does well
Yeah.
in downturn times when the economy is down. Yeah.
I'm
The
sure it does
one
really
brand.
well. Everyone's stressed.
Exactly. Everyone's stressed. And I always say, well, it's sexual wellness. This space
Yeah.
is very well. Alcohol, pot, and tobacco.
Yeah.
So
You're like, let's stick with that.
it's like that. Exactly. Angela, it's what you know best. So,
Yeah. And it's cool too to be in the beauty space because the beauty and wellness space, I mean, that's one of the largest, fastest growing.
yes,
And
absolutely. Absolutely.
wild.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to
So it does
balance.
well.
Yeah. That's awesome. Do you have a business partner or is it you?
No, sorry, that's my puppy, my dog. No, I have no business partner, and it's just me alone.
Okay. Awesome. Where's the best place to find your products? So would it be online?
It would be online. You can find our products on highandlove.store.
Okay.
Yes.
Store. And then can you remind me which states the THC products are available?
We're in Colorado, we're in Oregon, and we're in Puerto Rico right now.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
And where to connect with you? Where's best to connect with you online? Is it Instagram, LinkedIn?
Yeah. Instagram, highandlove.official.
Okay, and that's where you're at. Are
Yes.
you the one who manages it? Like if they mess.
No, I don't, but that's the best way to reach me.
Okay.
I don't. I have I'm a social media manager, but yeah, highandlove.official.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me today and being on
Thank
the
you.
panel.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. I will check out your products.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'd love to send also your listeners a box of goodies as well if you want to have like a little contest or something like that.
Oh, that would be awesome. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
All day.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy Valentine's, everyone. Thank you.
You too.